Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. This is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. Remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And my gosh, we got the Devil card, your power card. Got to ring the bell. Anytime we get the power card here, super power card, this is the card that rules the sign of Capricorn. So it is your card, right? Anytime we get this card in a reading, we're going to ring the bell because I feel like that is a sign, very, very clear evidence that spirit is in the building, right? That this is the activation of your superpower, that you are connected with this energy right now. And this is going to be good. Well, let's see. Let's put that into some context, though. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, we've got your other. Now we got to ring the bell again. This is your power card now in action. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the cardinal earth energy, right? Fire of earth, which is what Capricorn is. You're a cardinal earth sign. So this is your power card. This is your archetype, and this is your kind of power card in action. So you've got the best of both now. This is really stunning. This doesn't happen I don't think this has ever happened as the first two cards getting both power cards. I'm not looking forward to what's coming next. We got a 7. Okay, 7 of Cups. Yeah, there's a little bit of mud there. We've got to climb out of that. But you're getting out of this old cycle, so we're good. Things are changing. Oh, and we're headed right toward our dream. Something really big is about to happen for you. We've cleared this energy out of the way. We've wrapped up some situation that just, was difficult, was challenging, felt like we were maybe stuck there for a while even, or if it kind of felt toxic, or whatever it was. Your efforts have made this change, and now real big stuff coming for you. That's awesome. Chariot energy, too. This is your opposite sign, which is very cool. We got the Emperor, we got the Moon, and a 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles at the end, I think, is okay. Because this is kind of saying that, look, there's going to be a lot of changes taking place in your life, right? A lot of big things are happening. We've got to prepare for them. We've got to be ready to kind of deal with some of the challenges and the difficulties. When big things happen in life, right? There's a lot of these little side responsibilities, a lot of things to take care of, It's a very good problem to have, let me just say that. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We'll just select it over here. We'll set it down, put Tiny Bob Ross right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us our confirmation. All right. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card might be, put a prediction down in the comments. We'll do it together. Here we go. We've got obviously major, a lot of major arcana energies. We've got fire. Yeah, we've got fire. We've got water. And the water is really the biggest change that we see, right? Going from this 7 to now a 9. Living a life that is not good for us, that we don't really enjoy, that has become stagnant or toxic. This is a situation that we are in that we're happy to be done with this, right? Into a 9 of Cups. So we've got our water energy. We don't have any air cards. And that's interesting because right now it's not about planning. It's not about kind of thinking about stuff, or it's not even really about communication. It's just about feeling and doing, right? Feeling and doing. And we're figuring out everything else later. So we've got our earth energies too. And it's going from this 2. It's setting this intention, being the one that's saying, okay, I'm ready for a change now. Okay, then this is that change that you're ready for. Okay, and being ready for it, being prepared for it, means that you're ready for the ups and downs. You're ready for, the roller coaster of life. You're ready to to confidently approach every obstacle that is in your way, right? This is Nine of Cups. Come on, this is the best card in the entire tarot pack. This is something very big happening in your life, something that is unbelievably satisfying, something that we are going to want to celebrate, something that is both, I think, physically, financially fulfilling, mentally, emotionally satisfying, spiritually, creatively inspiring, right? This is the best of all worlds, okay? There's something really, really big happening in your life, okay? Really, really huge. And I think that we are focusing on that we're bringing that about by getting out of this, right? And this is what has to happen first. And I think maybe you've already had a little bit of closure on this situation, and now we are ready for change, and we are confident we're moving forward. We know that there's darkness and uncertainty in the future, and that's okay, because we know that we're living our dream life. We know that the best is in store for us, that really, really amazing things, right? Something really, really big is happening. So let's start with this devil energy. This is your drive. This is your driving force. It's all of our driving forces. But this, for you in particular, I think is very special, because this is like a very deep spiritual activation of your drive, your ambition, your agency, your sense of personal power. It's a creative drive. Right? It's a drive that says, I'm getting away from what is not serving me, and I'm pushing forward into what is meant for me, into that life that I truly want and deserve and have earned, right? So we've got this intense drive in us, right? And this is that energy in you that, put it in front of a mountain, it's going to climb the mountain, right? And with this, it doesn't so much matter what the mountain is, just so long as we feel this urge to climb it. Okay. So in that sense, I feel as if you don't exactly know what you want or what is in store for you, but you know that you're only accepting the very best of life, with all of its challenges and delays and ups and downs, but you want the absolute ultimate fulfillment in life, physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, creatively, right? You've got this driving force. And this is the ambition. This is that sheer willpower that gets us out of this swamp, the Seven of Cups down beneath everything, okay? I think you have I feel like this is something the cycle's already closing on this. But you have recently felt as if you were maybe stagnating, or maybe you were in a situation that just wasn't good for you anymore. Something perhaps that you once enjoyed, but now you don't. And maybe it's even going the other way. Now I'm not just neutral toward it, now I just really don't like it. I think that we sometimes stick things out longer than we should. Right, to see if things are going to turn around, to see if things are going to change. And I don't think they did. I think you made a conscious decision to do something about that. And the longer we kind of linger in the Seven of Cups, the more of this devil energy it takes to climb out of it. But you set the intention. You said, I'm not doing this anymore. Whatever this was. With the Four of Wands in the background position, I feel like there might be one or two things left in this that you kind of have to wrap up. You just have to kind of dot the I's and cross a couple of T's or something. It's the ending of a cycle, but this card is still close by, right? It's still here. So it's kind of what's behind you, or it's the energy that you're kind of bringing with you. So I feel that there's still just a little bit left for you to finish up with that. A little bit more thinking on it, a little bit more kind of processing it, or maybe literally something in the environment that you've got to make that change. You've got to just, change the locks on the doors, or, you've got to just sign the last piece of paperwork or whatever it is, and get the last piece of your personal stuff from the old desk or whatever, right? And I don't know if this is necessarily you leaving something, but I feel like this is a cycle of energy that is closed, okay? I feel as if we've been kind of in this Seven of Cups cycle, right? Where it hasn't been the best life. We haven't been living the dream, you know. But I feel like there was a certain lesson. There was a certain need to be in this situation, whatever it was, as a learning experience, as a way for you to maybe to see what the future really could be like for you. Maybe to know what you want, you have to know what you don't want. And that brings us, of course, to the Knight of Pentacles. This is your other superpower card. This is a long-term goal. I think that you're realizing that whatever the Seven of Cups was is just one stepping stone in the course of a larger life, you know, a larger life path. The Knight of Pentacles has the vision of the future. You can see your long-term self. You can see who you are in the future, where you are, and what you're doing. And incidentally, you like what you see, right? Nine of Cups. You see a version of yourself in the future that is physically, financially fulfilled and satisfied, mentally, emotionally, creative, spiritually, right? Good stuff. The Seven of Cups, I think, was that version of yourself that you had before that you really didn't like. That was like, if I stay here, I'm going to become someone I don't want to be, in a place I don't want to be, doing what I don't want to be doing. So we made that conscious change to say, I'm flipping the script. I'm going to start pursuing that future self that I want to be, right? And you've got your superpower cards here. So that's really strong energy right now. And I think right now you have this ability to make a lot of progress toward that version of yourself that you really want to become in that future state. Whatever it is, a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, it doesn't matter. Every decision we make right now is affecting that future self and that future life and those future activities, right? It's all karma. So you're kind of doing this intentional thing now where you are, you're getting a more clear vision of who you want to be and what you want to be doing and where you want to be doing it. And we're learning kind of now what's behind us and what we don't want to be, what we don't want to be doing. All right. Wonderful energy. We're going to move to the path of the serpent now. And as I do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's totally free, right? It doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Don't forget that there is going to be an extended reading, and there will be a link at the end of this video so that you can watch the extended. All right. I appreciate you. Okay, so we've got the Chariot, which is your kind of opposite energy, right? Sometimes the Chariot is a difficult card because there's a lot of devotion and a lot of obedience here. I feel, for one thing, whatever this situation was, it wasn't easy for you to close it down and move forward, right? There was some sort of a feeling of obligation or a feeling of connection or of devotion here. Maybe this just felt familiar, kind of felt like home, and we kind of wanted to stay there. But I feel now the Chariot is ready to start moving because it's being led by the Emperor, the charioteer, really, right? That executive function, the one that makes the choices, the one that has the long-term vision. It really is all about this, the Emperor card today. Because the Emperor is looking at this past situation and thinking, okay, I know where I don't want to be. I know what is not good for the realm, for the kingdom, you know. And now I'm focused on who I want to become. What kind of life I do want to lead. Okay. So the Emperor, that executive function, that sense of agency in you, is pulling this Chariot along, right? And the Chariot is kind of your body and your mind and your desires and your thoughts and feelings and all that sort of stuff. But the Emperor is that willpower, is that authority, that executive function, that agency, bringing you through into what is going to be a little bit of an unknown darkness kind of, uncertainty here. And that's okay, right? The charioteer has to be prepared for everything. The chariot has to be loaded with everything we need, right? We have to have a general idea of where we're going. We've got to bring snacks, got to bring enough gas, got to bring emergency supplies if we need them. Probably won't need them, but you might as well have them with you, right? So let's prepare for what's going to be a bumpy road on our way to our very best self, our very best life. Let's prepare for a bumpy road, but let's not worry too much about it. Let's just be prepared, and then let's go and enjoy the ride. That's what the chariot is all about, that kind of preparation. Being well stocked, having everything I need for this trip, planning for the absolute worst. Not likely we're going to run into it, right? But you never know. And that's just common sense, right? And the chariot card is very much it's about common sense, right? It's kind of knowing where we are and what the realm of possibilities is here, right? It's, you're preparing for this road trip. Well, you kind of know generally where you're going. I don't need to bring my snowshoes, right? I'm down here in I don't know, wherever it doesn't snow. And so you don't really have to bring that stuff, trying to think of some other kind of comparisons, but you get the picture, right? We don't have to bring everything. We don't have to bring the kitchen sink, We know what we should be preparing for, generally speaking. Now, we want to prepare for the worst. Maybe you do need to bring snowshoes, just in case, right? But that's kind of that's the discernment that is necessary with the chariot. We have to prepare, but there's no way to prepare for everything, first of all. And we don't want to over-prepare. We don't want to be so loaded up with our emergency supplies that we can't even get the car moving. It's just so weighed down, So the executive function, this emperor, has to make those decisions as well. Okay. With this, the moon card here, this is really the idea here in you. This is the difficulty, is not seeing exactly what's going to happen next. Maybe you can see the long-term vision. Yeah, we know we're getting to our best self, our best life, and this perfect happiness, right? But we don't know what's going to happen 1 moment from now, 1 second from now. We don't know what's going to happen as soon as we set out on this journey. It's any kind of a quest. Right? There are going to be challenges. There's going to be trials. There's going to be battles. There's going to be difficult times. But we know we're on this quest for our Holy Grail, and we're going to have to go through all these obstacles and all these challenges along the way. And that's what we prepare for, and that's what we expect. I don't think it's going to ruin our experience of this journey, though. Right? I think this is going to be really, really good. And I do think, like I said at the beginning with the 9 of Cups here, my first impression was something really big is happening in your life very quick, very soon. You're very close to something really extraordinary. And maybe that's going to set us off on this new quest, right? Maybe that's part of kind of what we're doing here. I feel like it's some kind of a major event that's going to really set a lot of this kind of future long-term goal thing in motion. Yeah. Some really, really significant event of a positive, constructive, productive nature that's going to perhaps kind of slingshot you toward your best life, right? And that there's going to be some worry. There's going to be a little bit of this, I can't see what's coming next. This is a dark doorway with this moon card. A very dark doorway. We don't always know what the next moment is going to hold for us. Okay, the 5 of Pentacles, of course, is that energy that is expecting some sort of struggle. I don't expect it to be smooth sailing. I'm not an impractical person. So I know that it's going to be a bumpy road. I always, even in our little sort of junky car, we've got the spare tire. We've got the jumper cables in there. Got a first aid kit. I've never had to use it. Well, I've had to use a spare tire a bunch of times, but the jumper cables, the first aid kit, thankfully haven't had to use those. Knock on wood, or whatever this is made out of. But we bring it along with us anyway, right? Just in case. When we're going to have a wonderful day at the beach or the lake or something, we still got to bring those emergency supplies because you never know. The emergency supplies are there for peace of mind, right? Maybe that's why we don't have any air energy here. Because you are prepared. There's nothing for you to worry about. It's just to feel and to do, like I said. So we're not over planning. We've got the car packed with all of our emergency supplies, and we're ready to go into this unknown future. We have an intuition about it. We know that it's not this and it's going to be toward that, but we don't know exactly what those details are going to be just yet, right? So we've got that 5 of Pentacles. I want to do a divine doorway, Because that moon energy, that is like a new moon. It is a portal, it is a doorway, but it's dark. We can't see what's on the other side of that door. The door's wide open, but it's still inside that room. It's black, right? Pitch black. So let's see what we have. Jude's song. A reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. I like that. That's really cool. I'm not sure how that applies exactly to your energy, but I feel like this is part of that moon energy, right? That it is, it's kind of this unknown adventure that we're on, and we know it's going to be amazing. We know we can find peace within the strangest of places, right? That even though it is dark and unknown, we know that this is in service of my best life, my dream life. This is for all of it, right? This is everything. Yeah, let's look at that mystery card. What do we think here? Ace, maybe? I'm thinking an ace, or I'm thinking a 9 of pentacles, maybe. And either an ace of, I think ace of cups, or a 9 of pentacles. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Here we go. The 2 of pentacles again. Well, that's good. We have a 2 of pentacles up here. We've got a 2 of pentacles here. I think that this is really the joy, really, that we find in this new adventure. It's the joy that we find in the uncertainty, right? That we don't have the air energy here, like I said, no swords cards, because we haven't really planned our trip. We're on a road trip, but we don't have it all map quested out, right? We don't have the turn-by-turn directions. We just know I'm going that way. And ups and downs, lefts and right potholes, closed roads, obstacles are just fine with me. Keeps it interesting, right? It allows us to avoid what they call that highway hypnosis. When the road is just straight and flat, it's just like mesmerizing, hypnotizing. There are twists, there's turns, there's ups and downs, there's speed bumps, there's things to have to react to. Keeps it interesting. And I think the 2 of pentacles, especially in the Smith-Waite deck, is kind of showing the joy in that. We're juggling, we're dancing with the opposites of life. We're dancing with the ups and downs. And it's really all part of this kind of adaptation that we know life is going to be this roller coaster ride, right? We see the waves in the background there. Things are always going to go up and down, but that's kind of what keeps it interesting, and that's what keeps us on our toes. Because we have to always stay in this kind of superpower energy, and we have to realize that every decision, every choice we make, especially when we're confronted with obstacles, those choices really make the most difference. It's easy to choose when things are going really, really well, right? But when you're confronted with some obstacle, those are the important moments. Those are the choices that really, really matter, because they're creating your future self kind of more intensely than the easy choices, So I think this is a very, very good confirmation card. Things are changing in your life. I don't think your life is going to be the same after this. I think something really, really big is happening. Capricorn, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.